Hey everyone, today we have the pleasure of being joined by Haim Gozali, who's coming off a big submission win over Ilya Lupinov at RFP 86 to retain his RFP championship. He previously competed under Bellator and even more recently under BKFC. He's the president of ADCC Israel, a submission promotion, and the first Israeli to compete at Madison Square Garden. Everybody, please give a warm welcome to Haim Gozali. How are you? Welcome to the show.
Hey.
So coming off your big win, you just had a beautiful submission win about a minute and a half into the first round. I wanted to know what was that fight like?
It's the same for me, I don't care if you take me to the ground. This is my specialist, I like to fight from my back. So, he took me to the ground. So that was it,
Yeah, your jiu-jitsu is levels ahead of the rest of the competition. How many years have you been training in jiu-jitsu?
More than 25 years.
Wow, long
years. I'm a 5-degree black belt, so it's a lot of time.
And as I understand,
just to be a 5-degree, it's a lot of time.
I understand you're also the coach at Gracie Bat Yam in Israel. Is that correct?
Yeah. Now we open a new academy. It's going to be ready I believe in 1 month.
Oh, wow. That's exciting.
Yeah.
So, like you said, you're a fifth degree black belt in BJJ. You've won Euro championships, Pan Am championships, World championships in gi and no gi. What made you switch to MMA and eventually bare knuckle boxing?
I got to the jiu-jitsu from the MMA, when I saw the UFC one and I saw Royce Gracie submitting everybody. So I wanted to do MMA. And then I went to New York, met Renzo Gracie. So I started doing the jiu-jitsu because I want to be an MMA fighter. So.
Also, you started in New York.
Yeah, it's came together. No, I started in videotapes and stuff like that, back in the 90s. But then I went to New York and went to the Renzo Gracie Academy when it was the size of a room, like a small room. And then until today, I'm with Renzo, so it's more than 25 years, something like that.
And how did you get into bare knuckle from there?
Well, I saw the bare knuckle fight, I said, oh, I have to do something new, I want to do that, to be the first Israeli also that doing something new. And it was challenging, because a lot of years I practiced the jiu-jitsu and I didn't do too much stand-up because I submitted everybody. So I said to myself, that's it. Now I need to do, a boxing camp. So we changed everything. I took my boxing coach Rezi to the States because there was a quarantine over in Israel because of the COVID. So we trained over there and
So between jiu-jitsu, MMA, and bare knuckle, money aside, I guess, just as far as you competing and doing the sport, which do you prefer the most? Which do you enjoy the most?
I enjoy the jiu-jitsu, but I like the MMA and bare knuckle also. If they're going to offer me another fight, I'm coming. I don't care.
Are you signed to any promotion in particular? I know you were at Bellator.
No,
KFC.
No, nothing. I'm a free agent. Yeah, whatever they offer me, if I like it, I'm going.
Beautiful. Love to hear that you have that freedom.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you, you're 48 years old now, and I read that something that you posted on social media that a lot of the commentators were criticizing your age, I guess, for how old you are in fighting. They gave you a nickname of grandpa, which you didn't like very much. So I was wondering if you can share your thoughts on that.
People, in our time, people look at the age. Oh, you old. A lot of promotion doesn't take me because I'm old. But what is old? If I'm performer and I'm winning, even if I'm not winning, but I'm perform good, and I'm in a good shape and I'm doing the job like a young guy. So who cares what my age is, That's upset me, because a lot of big promotions said, no, you old for us now. I'm I think in 8 wins strike 8 wins already, or 9, I don't know, something like that, with the bare knuckle and couple of jiu-jitsu super fights. So I'm old? I don't think I'm old. I can win, I can fight. You don't need to win to be young, and you don't need to lose to be old. It's a performer. If you do it good, so it's good. So that's what I did this post, and oops, somebody gonna listen to this somebody in the big organization listen to this interview and understand that the age is just a number.
Yeah, I agree.
And
How you
give
perform is more
opportunity.
important.
Yeah, that's what I said about this post. And today I was on Israeli national TV and I said the same thing. Age is just a number. If you're doing something good, so you're good.
Yeah, there's some
what your
30
age
years
is.
old that are not performing as good, anymore. And then we have people in the 40s like you, people like Yoel Romero, late in their 40s, and they're still performing better than some of the guys even in their 30s. So I definitely agree that performance is more important.
That's what I said. So the grandpa said it, They call me grandpa. Yeah.
Let them underestimate you. It's going to be better for you.
Yeah, I don't.
So one more thing I wanted to ask you, Batman, what is your connection to Batman? I know you have a tattoo over here on your neck. You have another one on your chest. Seems like you have a strong connection.
I got a lot of Batman tattoos. When I was young, I was living in the States. So I think in '89, the movie came out. So I went to see the movie and I said, oh my God, I like this character, and start to collect like comics book and stuff, like rare stuff. I got a lot of stuff like a museum stuff. Yeah. And I did a room in my house that's like a museum, a Batman museum,
That's
so
awesome.
Everybody asked me, everybody asked you, why you like Batman? You like Batman? You like Batman? Yeah, I like Batman, And then when one of the Bellator fights, so Mike Goldberg asked me about the Batman and I tell him all the story. So when I went to the ring, he said, the Israeli Batman. So it stuck with me, the Israeli Batman till today,
That's
so
perfect.
It became my nickname, yeah.
How long ago was this? Did Mike Goldberg give you this name?
I don't remember. One of the Bellator. I don't know which. I think 2017 or something like that. I think Bellator 188. I think, but I don't know.
Oh wow, that's exciting.
Yeah.
So let's get to some of the fan questions. We have the first question from Mikhail Hajiev. He asked, "Do you ever plan on training in Azerbaijan or anywhere internationally in general?"
Train or compete?
Train, he asks.
No, I don't think so. I'm training only with Renzo Gracie, or if I'm going to a country like, like visit a country and there's like a school. So I'm coming to train, but I don't think I'm gonna go train professionally in someplace else,
Yeah, makes sense. The next question from Ido Sternheim. He's asking how is Aviv, who I believe is your son, correct? He's competing in a Bellator and training out on Long Island, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
So how's he been? Do you guys train together? I don't know how
Aviv is living in New York now. He doesn't live in Israel. I'm in Israel, so he's over there. He's training with Ray Longo, Renzo Gracie, Matt Serra. He's in a good hand, To be a professional fighter in Bellator, you have to live in the States. You cannot live in Israel because over here we don't have a lot of sparring partner. Not a lot of places to train, like like good places. Like I'm talking about, like like training place. With all the gear, and so he need to live. So he make his choice to live in New York. He lived over there like 4 years, I think, already. So
yeah, so he's training with some people that we've had on the show before. Nazim, we have Merab Davalishvili's in that gym. Aljamain Sterling's in that gym. If you're familiar with UFC,
yeah, he's training with everybody over there. I was over there in his last fight. I came over there to help him, in his training camp. So I met all these guys. I was over there every day in the gym.
As a father, is MMA something you wanted your son to pursue, or is that something he decided on his own from watching you?
I never thought about it, when he was with me in all my training, we had the gym, so he used to come with me to the gym. And, it's normally when you live in something and you live all your life in something, you see it all the time. So you want to be one of this, you want to do it, so it was his own choice,
That's good. So you guys do train together once in a while, I guess, whenever you are around?
Yeah, I was over there like 2 months before his fighting, when he fight in May. So we trained together like for 2 months. But now he's over there like from June, so I didn't see him.
It's exciting. Hopefully we can get in touch with him soon. Would love to have him on the show as well.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, we have one last question from the fans. Let's see. This is also in relation to you and your son Aviv. It's in November 2019. You had your final pro MMA fight under Bellator with the same card as your son Aviv. You both got first round submissions, which must have been an amazing feeling. However, that night you announced your retirement. What made you come out of retirement?
Because of the COVID, because Bellator signed me to be a promoter. So they told me you have to stop fighting because to be a promoter. And then the COVID came, so no promotion and no nothing. So I found myself not doing nothing, because Bellator canceled all the show in the world, In the beginning, they didn't do nothing, Now they start to do promotion again, So I found myself what I'm going to do, what I know how to do, fight. So I said, okay, I'm going to fight. So I fight in, a couple of places. And I came back from retirement. Retired for only 4 months, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, and you're back louder than ever. You had a win in Bare Knuckle. You had a beautiful win at, like we said, RFP 86. It was a very, very beautiful submission win, triangle choke. As soon as he got to the ground, I saw he was in your guard, and I knew it was going to be game over just because I've seen you lock up that triangle time and time again.
Yeah. My favorite move, triangle or leg locks?
I did judo. Me and my co-host, we did judo for over 10 years. So we have a solid understanding of the ground game, but not so much the boxing part of the game. So where do you train your stand-up striking then? Since you said you train most of your jiu-jitsu and grappling at the Gracie gym, do you train striking there as well, or is there another gym?
No, striking, I have a coach. His name is Chezi Rechtman. He's a professional, he used to be a professional boxer. And he lives over in Israel. So he's trained me with my boxing stuff, So I'm only with him. Jiu-jitsu and stuff, and this stuff with Henzo. If I'm in Israel, so I have my partner, my sparring partner and everything in Israel. But if I'm in the States training for a fight, so it's with the whole Henzo gym and stuff, the guys over there.
Is there any way you can use Krav Maga in mixed martial arts, or is it too different with the gloves and everything?
No, because Krav Maga it's not a martial arts. It's like a self-defense system, just to somebody attack you, to defend yourself, attack him and run away, don't stand over there and fight. Mm-hmm. You have to do the move, especially like attack you, attack back and defend yourself, and that's it. You have to go. You don't stand. It's not like a martial arts, like fighting each other,
Got
it's
it.
Just it's a self-defense system, not a fighting system,
Yeah, I've always wanted to learn Krav Maga. We have some people coaching around here in New York City, but who's actually good and who's not is hard to tell. But Krav Maga seems very interesting.
I have a couple of guys over there in New York. That's good.
Yeah, if you can recommend someone, I would love to check it out.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Haim. That's all the questions we had. Not sure if you have anything you want to share with the audience before we wrap it up.
Somebody come to Israel. My new academy is going to be open in like 1 month. So come visit us in Heads of Grace, Israel. And all the big producer in the world. If you want me to fight, I'm coming. I'm still young.
Let's go. Gozali's still young. Let's get him another fight, guys. Whoever's listening, sign this man. Toda rabah. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Best of luck. Hope to see you back in another fight soon.